just going to be jumping quick into the video. So I just wanted to take a quick update. I hope you're really enjoying my videos. I hope we're all catching good on our learning journey. And I really wanted to continue this streak, and I really wanted to give you guys more content and what I've been doing these days. So I think today I'm going to be talking about reading, which is, I guess, it's a very cliche thing to be talking about when you are in an interview and when you answer this question, when your employer, to be employer, like we are manifesting. So they ask you what's your hobby. One of the first things that usually an interview, a cliche candidate or a fresher candidate would put forward in an answer is reading. So usually it's on the top of the mind of the children, but we all know that students don't really read. Actually, we all know the reality of what is happening. I mean, there are actually few who are actually committed, or they do some preparation before answering these questions really, and they do take it seriously. So what actually that we want to do is for example, just if you are not on the tips of your hands about some of the answers, and something really came up to your top of the head, so you can it's maybe it's actually good to answer something rather than staying mum, or lying about things, then get into the trap that can later trap you and just just make a distance from whatever the opportunity that you're going to land. So it's really okay. So I'm going to be today answering this question and how you can actually enhance this ability. And I would really want, if at the end of this video you guys really try to inculcate reading actually as a habit, so that you can actually sit 3-4 hours with yourself in a week at least to read one book for yourself, because it will actually really help you. And I don't think that non-readers do assess this thing really, because the people who are actually reading the books, they do know the reality, and they do know the advantage of reading good books, new books, discovering them and discovering their areas of interest, because it's actually really mind-opening. People are not lying when they say when you read books you are actually self-helping and you are growing 2 years more than the people of your age. They're not lying about these things, because you're an adult and you have to actually grow your knowledge. So where is the best knowledge that is available? That's in the books. That's actually people sharing you their journey, their knowledge, free of cost, if you're able to get yourself manage those books at your hands. So these are some of the books, as you can see on my screen. These are some of the books that everybody must have read. You must have heard about these books: The Psychology of Money, How to Win and Influence Friends, The Secret, Ikigai, Atomic Habits, Rich Dad and Poor Dad. So these are the kind of books they also are a very good start if you really want to get into the habit of reading. You want to develop that mindset of you have to read, you have to go forward, you have to become that knight in shining, and you have to become that ace candidate in your interview. So these are some of the books that you can actually talk about, because it's really talk about your habits of what you are doing and what you do, what you are doing in your idle time, if you are actually pursuing it as a hobby. Because these are the books that can actually teach you about the kind of lifestyle that you want to be reading. These are not kind of the books they will help you in your academia, but these are definitely the kind of books that will help you in your life, in your journey, in your mindset, in your personal growth. These are kind of the more self-help books that I would like to tell you. And if you are really confused about how to get these books, let me walk you through the journey. Let me walk you through the journey of here. For example, you can go to Google and you can search there Amazon books. So as you can see, there is this Amazon Great Indian Festival is going on. So you can actually, which is going to be starting in 2 days. So you can actually buy these books at really, really kind of 20 to 30% off cost, because it's actually 70% off up to going on. So for example, if you want to buy this book, Psychology of Money, so this book is actually available at rupees 155. I guess it's a pretty good deal. So you can go to Amazon ebooks, or you can go to Kindle store if you're a fan of ebooks. If you want to read, you can Amazon, you can easily purchase them. You can also buy yourself this what is it said, there is this kind of tab that actually comes, that is actually giving you the paper kind of feel to help you manage your have that paper feel if you are very distant towards it, you don't want to read online, or on your tab, on your laptop, on your phone, if you're that kind of scared of blue light and these kind of scares if you're having. So you can do that also. But they're actually, I'm really recommending that it is really good if you start reading and get into the habits. So if I talk about, I've read all of these books that I've mentioned here. So the Psychology of Money, this is a book which is actually talking about, what is the perspective, why do we want to earn money, where, how does money flow into the world, and what are people actually doing to earn their money. You have to get your money because you need to survive. So next is the thing that is book that is talking about how to win and influence friends. It is actually talking about your social life. So there are most of the, because I was in that stage, I was really kind of an introvert, and this is the book which is actually teaching you about how you can, influence, or how you can, discover your power, so that you can have friends, you can have your social circle, and you can easily talk to anybody, whosoever you want to. Next, I think that is talking about The Secret. This is book, kind of on the very kind of on the edges when it talks when we talk about, people's opinion about this book, because this book actually talks about the laws of attraction. This book actually says that whatever you want in your life, you have to attract it, you have to manifest it, and you have to think about it continuously and focus on it, so that you can manifest that thing into your own life, whatever it is: money, power, health, book, job, anything that you want. Next is the book Ikigai, which is actually talking about the six main elements that actually give you a zen life. If you are manifesting, if you're in that stage of life where you are tired of life, tired of people, whatever they are doing. So this is the good book that can actually kind of brain, give you that good brain power if you want that, because then discovering this side of life is actually really good. Next is a book that is talking about the atomic habits. It's actually talking about the power of habits and inculcating them into your routine. So basically, from the childhood, we're actually learning about 21-day habits. And not only this, it's actually talking about how building habits, it's not just about building 21 days habits, but it's actually more about the minute changes that you do in your schedule. And it is in front of you, everything is in front of you, like 24 hours a day for every time. And after 21st day, you can actually say, wow, this is a new habit that I've unlocked. And it's not easy, I'm saying, to learn something new as an adult, because it's actually always uncomfortable. So it's actually really important, if you're having a good routine, to establish new habits occasionally. So last book, that is The Rich Dad Poor Dad, is actually talking about the good thing, that is the book that is really talking about the kind of a boy who is very influenced by his friend's dad, who is actually very rich, and his own dad is coming from a family who are very humble. They're just working and they're living their life. So his friend's dad is having a business, so he and his friends are testing this various business ideas, and on the journey they discover what are the lessons and what is the impact of their fathers on their own lives and how they're building their own life. So that is the kind of person that, I don't think these lessons are pretty, you can get anywhere. If you have a good circle of friends, you might be talking about these books to your friends, but it's really good. So I hope you are all having a good day, and get yourself these books on the Amazon. And this is a really good opportunity. If you're having, Amazon is having a good sale up to 70% off on books, and across all platforms. You can go to Kindle store and you can buy these books. So I hope this stream is going to give you a good insight about the books that or inculcating a reading habit. And I hope you don't lose this question in your interview.